All right, we're gonna do a random game here. Um, most of these, almost all these games are Cloak and Dagger. Let's see. I think this game. I looked at this game already, so I don't want to watch this game. This game, I've looked at this game already too. I haven't looked at this one. He has a Black Panther though. Ooh, gross. I don't want to watch a Black Panther game. I feel like that character's too game defining. So we won't watch this one. I didn't even play support on this one, so I don't know what happened here. Let's see. Uh, shit. I need to make sure I turn. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This one. Ooh, he played against the Black Panther. Oh my God. Wait, I might need to watch this one. I mean, it looks like they're feeding their asses off, but it might be because they ran Mantis this, but I still kind of want to see. No, I don't want to look at Black Panther games. They're too warping. Let's see this one. Triple versus triple support, battle back and forth, standard comps. Okay, this looks good. Let's do this. Let's definitely do this one. Okay. And it's Empire of Eternal Night to a Central Park. Okay, perfect. It's good. So the biggest things I'm going to be looking for from our Cloak and Dagger here is I want to see how he handles his healing output because his damage output is the same as mine. So because I looked at his stats, his damage is like almost 9,000, mine's almost 9,000.
Stay strong.
So it can't be. So whatever it is that I'm doing wrong, I need to figure out what that is.
You
And
have to
so
stop them from securing the mission area.
we turn the sound effects down a little bit.
Looks like the stakes are higher than ever.
Okay. Oh shit. All right, so let's start. All right. Why does he have bonus? Oh, rocket. Okay. So what? He throws down bubble, and this is something I talk about, which he's doing right now in my videos, or sort of kind of, is that you can throw bubble down in some cases to make pressure. So like this bubble isn't necessarily good here, but it allows all of his team while in it to like freely DPS. And I don't know if he's gonna DPS while in it or if he's just gonna. So okay, he just used it as a way to make space for the area. Like they can walk up because they're not gonna get poked out in that area. All right, let's see. Okay, healing window. Okay, he's magic. Let's see how he handles magic. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the way he handled magic was he got soul bonded, so he was good. And then he stood on his Ankh so that he wouldn't get killed by, or that magic would have to take damage to fight him. Okay. And then, yeah, stayed on magic, killed her. Okay. Okay. Nothing spectacular here. Standard gameplay. Who's their front line? The enemy team is running Emma solo tank. Okay. So we're just okay. Oh my God, there's a Black Panther in this game. Ugh. I'm gonna watch this though. I'm assuming he just doesn't die to Black Panther because. Let's see. How does he not? I'm curious how he doesn't die. I think it's Soul Bond. Adam just is gonna keep him alive. And also he had the rocket jump, so he used the rocket jump to get away from Black Panther combo. Okay. I gotta figure out why these replays don't have music. Whatever. Okay. Maybe he dies here? No. Okay. Cloak's back. I would maybe bubble. Yeah, I thought so. I figured he might throw bubble down here and do the same thing he did before.
This is real firepower!
Okay, so their team is really shit. Well, it's not really shit, but this is solo queue, and this is like fucking celestial level, by the way. But people are still still double ulting in celestial. Again, double ulting is one of the biggest ways you can lose a game. and they probably lose the game off of this because this is horrendous. Because what's now going to happen if they're good at the game, his team, is Cloak and Dagger is going to ult, and they're going to have zero response to it and just die. Or Rocket is going to ult, and they're going to have zero response to it and just die. Or Adam's going to ult, and they'll have zero response to it and die. So they're just going to lose here, probably. This is why you never double stack support ults, because you lose too much momentum. I want to see how this works.
Amplifier is offline. Lights out. Us against the world.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, I need to watch this one more time. This was a full dive on Cloak and Dagger. All right, this was a full dive. They're different. From watching this guy, I've learned you can do it different ways, but this is a full dive. Let me see. No, this is something important I need to look at here. Okay. We don't care about Black Panther in the background. He's doing absolutely nothing. But this guy ults from here and makes a path. So let's look. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one also. And I think the fourth one he does this so he can cover one of the exits. So the only way they can go is that way to run out. And let me see. Okay, he kills a beacon. Really good value. That's already a kill. And they have to just run out. They can't stay here. They just lose. There's no way to kill is the problem. And they... Yep. And Darkchild's not going to be able to kill the beacon, so they're going to die too. And this is done. Points lost. Yep. And that is exactly why you don't stack support ults, because they had zero. The enemy team had zero response to it. Honestly, once that happened and Cloak and Dagger ulted, what they really should have done is tried to fight the point on the enemy team, but not use any ults if they didn't need to, because Magic was not fucking beating a Atom ult and Rocket ult, so it was a waste of time. And now this might mean that the blue team is just going to lose just because the support's ulted at the wrong time, which is kind of crazy to think about it. But supports are like the biggest carries in this game if they play poorly. The biggest anti-carries if they play poorly. That's what I mean. There are basics that you can do to not throw the game for your team, and one of them is not fucking double ulting. Okay. Alright. Simply just doing that. Blinds him. And they punish this guy for even being here. Okay. Alright. That guy dies. Cool. And he just goes back to healing. Alright. Hold on. I need to make sure that like this thing's actually recording my voice. Hold on. I need to make sure. Okay, it is. Cool. We're good. Alright. So again, standard gameplay. Ooh, he doesn't have his ult for this. He doesn't have his fade for this. He's probably gonna die. I don't think he can heal through it. Unless he jumps to the left or right. Let's see. Okay, he just jumped to the right. Yep, that's kind of how that works. If you just move to the right, you just walk out of Blade's ult. Just standard boilerplate, just healing. Blind. Perfect. Okay. Is that his Magneto? It is. Okay, so let's talk about that again. So this again is very, very basic. I just want to see where he is when he ults, because his healing output is higher than mine, and I need to understand what he's doing that lets him get his healing output higher. And I wonder if it's just using window like a madman instead of using window to heal. I need to figure out what that is. Okay. The other thing is, maybe it's the fact that every time he ults, he's ulting, because I think my issue is when I ult, I try to go for the perfect ult. So I will walk up here maybe, and I'll like ult 1, 2, 3, and maybe like 4, and start fighting. But if my team is in the background, maybe they don't get the ult. I mean, they can't get the ult if they don't walk forward. Like, so they're not walking forward enough. So maybe he accounts for that and just sacrifices some of the ult and ults further back. So maybe he ults ult, because I think he did that last time too. All right, let me look here. I'm assuming he's got, like I said, he's going to ult. And the main reason he's going to ult now, hold on, I'm going to watch this real fast. It's because he's very competent, but also he's looking. He's
We are undefeated.
okay. He hears we are undefeatable, and this lasts for 8 seconds. How long? I think how long Mantis ult last? Let me see. Let me take a look. I don't play this bitch anymore, so yeah. Mantis is 8 seconds. Oh shit, I didn't do that. Whatever. Mantis is 8 seconds. Oh, this game's already throwing anyway. They're running fucking Mantis and Rocket. I just realized that. They're fucking trolling. Mantis is not a good duo healer. You should not be playing Mantis as duo heals. But anyway, alright. Let's see this.
Our foes have arrived.
Yeah. But anyways, I agree. He is. Also, he waits for Mantis to ult to, like, be out for, like, a couple seconds before he ults. Because he knows his last 13 seconds. So he can overlay it and basically get more value out of his ult. And also the fact that the way people usually typically use support ults is like Mantis and Sue and yada yada yada, whoever it is when a support ult happens, except for Cloak and Dagger maybe. Yeah, she's like the exception. But every support ult, when it happens, it usually makes some kind of AoE circle where everybody needs to kind of group up around that circle. And so something that you can do, the Cloak and Dagger was one of the reasons why she's even stronger, is people have to group up, basically, in a support ult to make effectiveness use of it. So on Cloak and Dagger, when you ult, or on any support, or any person who wants to ult, you can ult like after they ult and get maximum value, because people will typically group up through it because they will, number one, need to group up to get value, but also they'll group up because they also want to they feel safe. They want to get value, but they also feel safe. That's another reason why you'll see why it's very dangerous also to group up on like a Luna ult, and you know that their enemy Strange has ult, because what he's probably doing is timing that down in his head, and right near the end of the Luna ult, he's going to drop down and Eye of Agamotto your entire team, because you're all going to be grouped up and nobody's going to be thinking about Strange could kill us as soon as this ends, because you're living in the happy land of we can't die land. We can't die land. Anyway, so this is a really good ult from him. He waits, like I said, waits for a little bit for her ult, and look, he waited till her ult was at 3 seconds. And honestly, she's doing jack shit with this ult, to be honest. Again, you should never play Mantis in a double healer comp, in my opinion. But, let's see. Goes forward, goes through the whole team, and does a 5-man dash. And switch to Cloak, and just starts killing people. I like what he's doing here. This is something I say all the time. Yep, this is really good that he's doing this. So, let's talk about this, because this is really good. Okay, so this is something that people don't do, and this is something I do, and I'm very excited to see him do it. So the issue in this situation is, if he kills a player right now, they're going to get brought back with Rocket Beacon. So one thing that he does in this situation is he recognizes while trying to like do damage or whatever that there's a Rocket Beacon on the side. In this case, killing the Rocket Beacon is worth, or at least making Rocket shut it down, is worth more than killing an actual player, because the Rocket Beacon is basically equivalent to a player, but it's an easier player to kill, essentially. So if you can kill the Rocket Beacon in, like, let's say 2 seconds or 3 seconds, versus taking 5 or 6 seconds to kill a player and then afterwards have to kill the Rocket Beacon, you kill the Rocket Beacon first and you've effectively killed a player from a player revive. Like, it's just done. Like, it's guaranteed, it's done, and then you can focus back on like the actual fight and dealing with that shit. So he immediately goes for the Beacon, because again, if he kills Mantis here, like if he goes for Mantis and goes hard and kills Mantis is just going to get brought back if he can't kill this Beacon. So at least in this case, he's shutting off the ability for one person to get revived for free on the enemy team, which is so powerful. That's so perfect. Beacon's down, and you know what? That's good enough. You can take the Beacon as a win, because that's a... Okay, drops Bubble. I think he just died. Yeah, Blade chased him down. Perfect example of why sometimes it's better to kill the Beacon. Look. Blade chases after and ignores the Beacon. They get brought back, and they're fine. Also, they're getting dove. Just want to point out, there was a very good reaction after their ult. I do this all the time too. So I'm going to go through this real quick. All right. Cloak out, right? Instantly throw bubble down so you can try to heal up. And you see how they're still autoing or still using their primary? It's because they're bouncing things off of it and trying to get the AoE. Because if this bounces and hits, let's say, Magneto or anybody who maybe is following her from behind, it's going to explode and give her more HP. So it's a good habit to just constantly be autoing. I call it auto, but primarying or whatever. Because it's just free HP if something lands. I'm not saying it will, but if you're gonna go, it's like a saying from a Call of Duty game. You've given away our position. Go down fighting. Yeah, a lot of lower supports, they just die. But better supports fight even as they die. Because number one, you're doing damage. Number two, you're buying time for your team to maybe have a chance to punish somebody. And you're making the person overextend more to get the kill or whatever. And it just means that it's more advantage or it's less of a advantage kill. Like an insta kill from like, let's say a diver dives on you or whatever, and it's an insta kill. All right, they get in, they get out. But if they have to work for it, they have to put time into it. That means it's time that your team isn't dealing with that diver. That means it's giving time for your team to punish that diver if they overextend. And look, Blade overextends, and as a result, he doesn't get out for it. Okay. All right, now we're dealing with dive again. Surprised they didn't just wipe everybody there, but I guess the beacon wasn't that great. Okay, let's see. Okay, and they die. Also, this person dies way more than I do, which is another reason why I need to figure out. Oh, I have no. BP's not even in this game. I don't give a fuck about BP. I permaban that piece of shit. Okay. Okay, again, they throw the bubble long range. Yep. Blind here, right? And then they go back to hitting. Interesting. So, like, in this case, I would swap over to this, yeah. Okay, and this is a good example of what I was talking about. A mini example of using your bubble to be a tank for like 5 seconds. So this bubble's down and they know they're safe and nobody can probably blitz kill them. So they swap to cloak, they're blind, they do damage. Granted, they should have probably stayed in their bubble a little bit more, but whatever. They cloak out. Oh yeah. It's just hard to land on BP when he does that though, because he moves so fast. There you're gonna instantly die again. Like I said, this person dies a lot. Like,
Rise, my friends.
they just have a lot more. Like, they have like 6,000 more heals on top of me. So I need to figure out how to get my heals higher. All right, because clearly that's like probably the main difference between me breaking the next tier of like gameplay is my heals aren't high enough. Because my damage is high enough. So I need to figure out what it is I'm doing that makes my heals lower. And I think it's just my ults are not as effective as they should be. And I don't spam healing window enough. I think that's really what it is. All right, he's kind of forward. But it's okay. He gets saved by Adam. Okay. What the fuck? Yeah. And again, he's not a bad player by any means, but this is like Celestial Eternity level, and players are still doing this. Like, these are like
as good as new
mistakes that like maybe we'll make. But let's see what he does with his ult here. I want to see if he makes a play.
I'm opening a portal.
Okay, they're opening a portal. He went Emma. What the fuck?
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, they changed the comp up. I see. Okay, he went Emma. Holy fuck. That might have been what they needed.
Still got 1,000 gods.
Alright, looks like what they needed was an actual useful tank. Alright, so I'm gonna skip past this. Because I'm guessing they're just gonna hard win now. As he's playing, they have like a useful front line. Yeah, looks like they're just gonna fucking dominate. Alright, yeah, they go out. They go off once he just says, alright, I'll do it myself. Alright, he's back on support. Let's see this. Sometimes that's what you have to do, though. Sometimes you have to just recognize that your team is gapped in some weird area and just punt it and just be like, all right, you know what? I'll do it myself. Fuck
30
it.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Like can heal and
Oh,
harm
I will say
without
Emma's a
time.
very good character
I
for Cloak and Dagger players to play. It's
Before we had powers,
kind of some of the
we
same
had each
skills
other.
transfer
All you
over.
need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Okay,
I'll get you
Don't
next
bother
time.
trying to make people care. Show them
Let's
what
see.
matters to you.
A nice deep freeze.
okay.
Suppose that helped.
Bubble up forward.
So cold.
Enemies on approach.
Okay. Standard. Healing window.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes.
I would have liked to see
That put a
the
spring
dark
in my
window
step.
played there, but I think I know why he didn't use it.
They found my
I know why he didn't use it, actually. And if he's very smart for not using it, I'm pretty sure, isn't he? Let me see.
boom of life. Everybody needs
Yeah.
a hand sometimes.
Get a pick.
Or a
Back in the
dagger.
game.
Yeah, so the reason why he's not throwing out his blind, and this is another thing I need to work on, is because when you're playing versus Emma, you actually can't, because this shit will hit this shield and be cooked. So you have to, like, wait for the shield to break or something, which he does. Shield breaks, and then he throws out the blind. Okay.
So much. I suppose that
I like this. So you see here how he's, like, constantly moving around and using cover and playing cover. This is exactly what you want to do.
Lights out.
Blind, yep. And then goes back to healing. Healing window, I would assume, on the... Nope, she doesn't need it. Oh, yep, he healing window her. Yeah. And you see how he's like... Okay, this is very important. This is very, very important. You see what he's doing and how he's, like, positioning himself in a way where it's like he's reading the fight. So, if the fight is going good, right, and they're winning, he can stand about here and, like, you know, hold and help, you know, hold the space. And if they win this, they can push, and he can push. But he notices that his teammates are dropping, right? And because he recognizes that his teammates are dropping, he's like, oh, okay. And he starts to react to how the fight's going. The fight's going south. And so instead of standing here, we back up a little bit. Fight continues to go south, we back up even more. Fight goes south again, we back up here. And now he's in a position where when this fight ends, which it looks like it's about to come to an end, he's not going to die, and he's going to just walk it out. He's just going to walk to the next place, and they'll just try again on the next point. But let's see.
Lights out.
He found my weak spot.
My time to shine.
Finally healing
He might even be able to hold this.
Us against the wall.
Oh, he misplayed a little bit. It's okay, though. He hit the wall. And so he holds the point for slightly longer,
Back up under their noses.
My time to shine.
and they die. He probably could have done more if he didn't hit the wall, but that happens all the time on Cloak and Dagger. It's nothing new.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Okay. He's swapping. Or typing. Okay, he must be typing. Okay, let's see here.
barely harmed.
Okay. Healing window, maybe? Yep. Okay.
Need some help.
Tries to punish the
I am
Hela.
ready to put on a show.
This is...
My time to
It works
shine.
out, thankfully.
Help. So
1,000 cards! As good as new.
Okay.
You're halfway.
And we're still just healing.
Thanks so much.
They are running triple heals now, though. Bubble also for Emma, trying to keep her up. He can't do it. Yeah, the window has to break. He breaks the window, and then keeps at the pressure.
Firepower! Enjoy the amplifier!
We got a shield, Tandy.
Okay.
Let's pop back up under their noses.
My time to shine.
This is a nice hunt is on.
Exquisite.
Okay.
Embrace the light.
Healing window again. Or not healing window. Bubble again.
Fragile.
Doing a really good job of holding. All right, so he has ult here. I think their Rocket used ult. I think their Luna used ult. So if I were him, I would say I would either A, use my ult to wipe, or B, I'd save it for the Hela.
Snack time already?
I'm curious what he's going to do here.
As new.
Disengage it. Okay, he counters this. Okay. See, this is something that I've noticed.
Nothing can truly harm me.
And I wonder, this is something I've noticed, that I noticed he does, that I don't do. And I wonder if this is what makes you heal more. So he will dive 3 forward and then turn around. For me, I will dive 3 forward and then I'll just dive a 4th one forward. But I wonder if there's a purpose. I mean, it doesn't stack, so I don't know what the purpose of going back is here. Like, what would be the purpose of going back here? Oh, you know what? Actually, I do know why he going back, and that's actually really smart if it's what he did. It might be because that's probably why he went back, actually. That makes a lot of fucking sense why he went back. Okay, so the reason why he doesn't just full send it here, there's a unique reason he doesn't full send it here. If he full sends it into their team, what's going to happen, likely, is he will be over here. And because he's over here looking at them, what's going to happen is Luna's going to look at him like a dumbass and freeze him. Squirrel Girl's going to look at him like a dumbass and root him. And then Emma might even grab him or something, and they're just going to kill him in his ult. So he layers the ult out well here and then turns back around here because in this area, they have to commit more to kill him out of his ult. Meanwhile, if he dives the full team, full send it, they don't have to commit as much to kill him. That's why he does that. Because now, they can't kill him out of his ult. He's safe. He's with his team. So they can't turn and kill him. That's actually so fucking smart. I've never thought of doing that. Of, like, actually holding back on the ult because of the threat of being killed by the enemy team. If they actually, like, focus you down. And so as a result of that, they have to concede the space or die. And they just die. Because Emma just follows up and they can't do anything about it. Now they have to do it Hella Unleashed. Oh, lucky for them, Hella's stupid. And ults after her whole team is dead. So this is going to do absolutely nothing. Celestial, by the way, guys. Celestial. This is... These are the people at the top of the ladder doing shit like that.
Look, our next victim.
It doesn't get much. It doesn't get like better. People think it gets like so much better. It doesn't. What gets better is you get better at not doing the stupid shit that you see. Because that Hella, that was the fucking stupidest ult in the world. You have 4 members dead and you're gonna ult on Hella versus a full HP team. Let's say you kill one person. What the fuck are you gonna do with that? Your whole team's dead. You're not pushing the card anyway.
Thank you.
Like, if you want to climb in this game, you just need to get good at not being the dumbass. Actually, you know what? That's actually probably something I'm going to start telling people. You don't need to be good to climb this game. You just need to not be the dumbass on the team. One less dumbass means one less person holding the team from climbing. That's it. Or the team from winning. That's it. That's literally all it is. That's what it comes down to. Any way you cannot be the dumbass and any way you can punish the dumbass means that's win rate. That's it. That's all it is. Okay, and so I'm gonna guarantee you here that these guys fucking walked out like apes and did not even, and this is again Celestial, but so just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna guess these guys walked out like apes and didn't wait for their whole team. Let's see though. Maybe they did. Okay, no, they're all here. Okay, good. Let's see how they all die. Okay. Okay, blade ults. That's how they die. Okay, they just get murdered. Okay, so he dies the blade, and they should all probably start falling back like crazy. Okay, yeah. Hella tried to play a health pack, but she didn't play it well enough, and they just get murdered. Because the way these games work, and the way you also get better at these games. Does he win this? Oh, yeah, I guess he does. The way these games work is, again, once you get one pick, you should just, like, sometimes full send it, because you have 5v6. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Okay, we're just throwing out orbs, just still primarying. Going crazy with the primaries. Cloaks to avoid this, yep. Uses the Luna ult. Follows up on the Hella ult. Where's the Hella? Where's the Luna? Luna can... Okay. Oh my god. I don't know if that was on purpose. But that was nasty. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. I don't think it was, but if it was, that was very nasty. To position yourself to where you get stuck on terrain, so you don't get dragged all the way in to the soul. I don't know if it was on purpose, but it was nasty if it was.
As good as new. Here they come.
And now this game has just become a matter of his team has ults and the enemy team doesn't. So the enemy team should lose this, because what's happened is, because Hela wasted her ult, because the people wasted their ults, what this means is they just have ult tempo. So if they make a play or they get their ults on the blue team on the attack side, they can always have something to counter it on the red team. There's nothing the blue team can do. The only way to win this game is to get a pick. That's it. You have to get a pick as the only way to win. And I don't think they can do it, because I don't think they know how to do it. I don't think they know how to do it at all. Oh. This guy's playing Jeff now. Holy fuck. Oh yeah, they lost.
My time to shine.
Hang tight. It's almost over.
And again, playing Mantis in a 2-healer comp is trolling, so that's another reason why they're also losing. He's getting hypey with it now. He recognized they probably lost, so he's just like getting in their faces. Also, another thing, you notice that he's never, ever, ever... Oh shit, he dies here. You notice that he's never, ever letting himself hit 0 out of 12. He's always reloading whenever he can. Alright, now I'm not gonna lie, his team fucking got real happy at the end there and started trolling. So that's why they died there. They might lose this point because they started trolling.
I'll get you next time.
We'll see though.
Back in the cave.
Healing his team.
I was fine, but thank
Lights out.
We are undefeatable!
I am barely harmed. Someone invite
A nice deep freeze. My time to shine. Just embrace the light.
Lights out.
I made a blast. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
It's crazy. They trolled at 30 seconds and lost all the tempo. And now the blue team has the tempo to actually do something with this. That's why you don't get troll happy and walk into people's spawns, even when you're winning. Because if you give somebody an inch, they can take a mile. And that is exactly what happened. They gave him an inch, the enemy team an inch, because they started trolling at the end of the fight. And now the game became... Okay, very important concept here. This is good. I was hoping to see him do it. I figured he would. He waits until the indicator for the storm ult is beneath him. And then he ults. If they don't have a counter for this ult, it's over. But let's see.
Lights out.
Why would I need healing?
Appreciate the bootleg.
Okay, that's it. Nothing they can do.
Shine.
Okay, they got a pick. 37 seconds. Let's see if they can do something here. And okay, I like this position. Holy shit, I might use it. This is such a good position. This is a really good cloak and dagger position. I've never used this before. Because you have free range. This is such a good position. Yeah. It's hard for them to punish you. You can see everybody. And you can hold the stairs really fucking well. I actually love that position. I will be using that now in the future. I think they got it here. Nobody's touching. Silver Blade.
An opportunity.
And portal. Okay.
We are undefeatable.
Alright. Blind. And that's it. They C9 themselves. I learned a lot from that, actually. Especially that angle on the top there. That's really nasty angle.
Another epic victory.
That game was not that. Oh, I think it was 22 minutes. Holy fuck. I did. Let me see if 35 minutes. Okay, so 35 minutes on that. I might watch a second one though, but actually no, I can't. I need to go to the office. I gotta go to work. Holy shit. That was good though. All right. So takeaways from that is not sometimes full sending it on ult for sure for me. The positioning on that side, and maybe because he still does a fuckload of damage on this fucking character, and he spends the majority of his time in fucking dagger. So well actually hold on, that some of that damage might be from Emma. That's right. Okay, some of that damage might be Emma, but his damage is still high. So I might need to actually tone down how much I do damage wise. Then because if you look at this guy's numbers, they're fucking insane. Look at this. Competitive. His cloak and dagger heals are 28,000. His damage is 8,443. And to put that in perspective, look at mine. Okay, look at mine. And I'm like 3 tiers below him. My cloak and dagger numbers, right? Hold on, competitive. Are 22,000 and 9,000. So I'm lagging behind this guy by 6k healing. And I'm ahead of him by like 600 damage. So what that tells me is I'm doing maybe too much damage. And I need to pull back because I'm trading, maybe essentially what I'm doing is I'm trading 600 damage for close to maybe like 4,000 to 6,000 healing, which the trade-off isn't worth it. So I've basically, what I'm doing, I think on my character, when I play Cloak and Dagger, is I've hit the point of diminishing returns on healing. So at that point, like it's like I'm at diminishing returns on damage. So the damage difference of like 600 that I have here is not worth losing the 6,000 of healing. He averages 1.5 extra ult charges each match. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. His healing output is so much higher because he does so much less damage. Or he does a little bit less damage to me. Then he gets like way more fucking ults, way more fucking heals, way more fucking. Actually, I need to look at his. Hold on. So let's look at this. Light explosion, 28 and 27. All right, so I have 28 and 27, and I do like 6,700 in this. I need to look at these 3 numbers. These 3 numbers matter the most to me. So 28, 28, and like 6,800. Okay, I need to look at his real fast. This is very important because this will tell me what I need to know about like how I need to play different. 28, 28, 60. I think it was 6,700. So let's see his real quick. Competitive. Let's see. What the fuck? Holy shit. Okay. So this, I'm doing Terror Cape correctly. I'm not doing Light Explosion correctly. And Eternal Bond, I'm really not doing correctly. So I'm losing 2,000 HP from healing Eternal Bond. So my Eternal Bond is basically almost a fourth weaker than his, which tells me I need to work on that. I need to work on my ults, and I definitely need to work on my light explosions, which I'm pretty sure the light explosion, if I remember correctly, is, let me make sure I did the light explosion is the right skill. Hold on. Fuck, where is this bitch at? Where's fucking Cloak and Dagger? What the fuck am I? Oh, right here. Couldn't notice her. Abilities. This. This ability, I'm not using enough. Okay, well then the question remains, but don't they have the same exact cooldown? Okay, now I need to check something real quick. They should have the same exact cooldown. So I don't understand why he's got 40, he's got like 50, and I've got 27. Like, what am I? Hold on, let me go look at this. I might have not noticed something.
And light can harm.
Okay.
Same with me.
This is 12 seconds, and this is 12 seconds. How the fuck is he getting more of those? Am I just not? I mean, so now, I guess Okay, I need to do basic math here. Okay, so this is a 12-second cooldown, and this is
Lights
a
out.
12-second cooldown.
My time to
Okay,
shine.
so they're both 12-second cooldowns, and we can assume that they can both be on cooldown always, essentially, right? So we'll just take a quick look here and do some basic math. So if they're 12-second cooldowns, and then we'll go and look at an average game. We'll say an average game is 10 minutes, right? Okay, I'm gonna do some math right now. I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm gonna have ChatGPT do it because I don't feel like doing it myself right now. So I'm gonna look at this right now. This will tell me what I need to know. I have an ability that has a 12-second cooldown. Hold on. We'll say 12-second cooldown. In a, I don't know, 10-minute game. Let's see, in a 10-minute game, how many times can I use an ability? I have an ability that has a 12-second cooldown. I'm curious. Let's do math. Okay, game with 600 seconds, 12 seconds per use. Wow. That's crazy. Really? So this is horrendous then. No wonder I'm fucking getting gaped. This is fucking horrendous. I mean, technically, this is horrendous too. Technically, both of these horrendous, but this is really important. So if you threw this off cooldown every single time you had it, which realistically, I guess you probably should be, which is what he's doing, because the way that I've used this ability, so the reason I don't use this ability, I guess probably as much, is because I use this ability when people take damage. But I may be doing this wrong, which is good to know, because light explosion, does it tell me what the fuck it does? It does not tell you what the fuck it does. That's so stupid. It doesn't tell you what the fuck it does. Hold on. I'm going to look at this up real fast. Okay, hold on. You know what? I think this is probably the key thing that I'm fucking up on. I bet it is. Because light explosion heals the target slightly, which is what I tunnel vision on, right? And it boosts subsequent healing. I need to look at the exact numbers though. I'm gonna go to the Marvel Rivals subreddit real fast. This is why we look at higher elo gameplay especially when we get to the point where we can like kind of like actually analyze it and try to think about it from like their perspective and what they're doing. It's so important. You get a 15% bonus healing bonus from all sources for 4 seconds when you hit an ally with this. So, maybe what he's doing, if I had to think, is he's obviously using this on the tank for sure. But when he can, if the tank doesn't need it, he's also using it on his team. Because I've been thinking about this wrong, and this is maybe something I need to understand, is when I use light explosion, I use it like this. Hold on, I'll actually just go to practice tool and show real fast how I use light explosion. So maybe
Light can heal and
I'm
light
using
can
it
harm.
incorrectly.
Same with me.
They're coming up.
My time to shine.
Okay, so this is how I use light explosion. Oh, wait. I use it like this.
Just embrace the light.
Right, I use it like this. But what this guy is doing is using it like this. So this thing responds. I'll show you.
Hold still. I'm trying to help.
Which, you know what? I kind of... It's literally about the same gain. Because
A boom of life.
It doesn't change because you heal up to full relatively fast while you're underneath the explosion anyway. So letting somebody get low and then use this is actually probably incorrect. And it's probably more correct
Get ready. Here come the bad
to
guys.
actually use it when they're full. Just use it to use it. So maybe this is where I'm getting gaped in Cloak and Dagger, and that I'm not doing this just to do it. And just making sure that, like, nobody dies, essentially. Now, his Dark Window, I have no idea why his Dark Window is so much lower. Than, it's like so much lower than his Terror Cape.
My time to shine.
But I wonder if the way to maximize this fucking character is to actually just fucking full send it and spam your ability. So, like, boom, boom, and then just go crazy. I think that might be what separates the next tier level of healing that you need to easily stomp your way to, like, fucking eternity. I think it's literally just spamming these two abilities and making sure these two abilities are always on fucking cooldown. No matter what, if you can. Obviously, you may not always be in a position for that, but you need to make sure your window's on cooldown, always. I think that's what it is.
Lights out.
So I'm not weaving enough. I thought I was weaving pretty damn good, but I'm only weaving enough for, like, fucking Celestial. Like, I guess, well, top 0.5%, but if I want to get to, like, the next 0.10% or higher or yada yada yada, I need to weave these abilities even harder in order to maximize my abilities. Okay, cool. And then with my ults, I need to learn to not always do this.
Us against the world.
See, I fucking... Hold on.
You fight me, you fight the dark.
Double KO.
Obviously it's a little weird. So, like, let's say I had an enemy over there.
Us against the world.
1, 2... Like, I may have to learn how to turn around, because I never turn around on this character.
Double KO.
So the main takeaways I can take away from this game, from watching this game, is these abilities,
Lights out.
this one, and this one, if it ever comes off cooldown, you need to fucking, like, full send it and keep them off cooldown. Or keep them on cooldown. Because they're too powerful to keep off cooldown. The bonus that you get from healing from the window doesn't fucking matter. I mean, that's right. The healing, the minimal healing that the window heals when you throw it out doesn't fucking matter. Even the healing received, like, that you... Because if you do it on somebody who's taking damage, they're just going to take damage. And you're always going to heal that damage. I guess if you did it on a full HP target who is never getting hit, then yes, you're wasting your time. Right? So that would be, like, the waste of time. So, like, here. If I did it on Luna here... Oh, wait, Luna's not my teammate. Shit. I need a fucking teammate. How do I do this? I need a teammate. Oh, right here. This guy's not taking damage. So, like, if I did it on this guy, he's taking no damage and has no threat, then this would be weird. I don't think it matters. Right? It doesn't do anything. This is the rare case when you don't spam healing window. But you're always going to be taking damage because your team is going to take it. So you need to be I need to be spamming this window more. Okay. So if I can get my windows up to, like, 40... Just 40, maybe even 30 to 40. I'd say 35. If I get my windows up to 35 to 40 a game, I'm probably going to see a massive increase in my win rate, is what that basically tells me. Cool, good to know. All right, so I'm going to end this review here. I hope that was kind of a good example of how you, like... Good example of how you analyze a game, and then also kind of how you think about it afterwards, the gameplay, and, like... you know, considerations and alterations that maybe you make to your own. I will be doing, actually, a Sue one that this guy played later to show a unique case where I think Sue is actually very good to play in a niche situation on a map that I think Sue is really good for. So, or maybe not even just that map, but just maps in where you can maybe consider playing Sue for, like, certain portions of it. But anyway, all right, I'm going to end it here because I got to get the fuck to the office. Goodbye, peoples.